Hello everybody, welcome to my new editing vlog. Okay, today I'll be looking at an old picture, a couple of images that I took somewhere last year, if I'm not mistaken. I want to see what I can do. Okay, firstly, I've already edited this image here, as you can see. This is let me show you that's the before and that's the after. So I created a preset already for this catalog because the lighting relatively stayed the same all throughout the shoot. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to edit the image in Photoshop. So I just imported the images in Lightroom just to create a catalog. I'll copy the preset. I might probably do some adjustments to the next image in case the light shifts. Okay, so let's see. Let me see which image will work here. I'm not quite sure what exactly I'm looking for, but I just want something different. Okay, I love the way she smiled in this image right here. Great smile. I don't know what she was looking at, but she has small eyes, so they have kind of faded in. I like the pose, leg in front, I like the pose right there. Let me see. Okay, I think I might. Okay, there are two. I have this one right here and this one. I think for now I'll go for this one. Unfortunately, I don't know why I did not include the fit. Then I could have the whole body in the image, in the shot. But anyway, let me see. So I'm going to hit that preset. It kind of makes the image slightly way too orange, so let me see what I can do. The brightness is fine. Let me see if I can increase the highlights a little bit, just to increase. Okay, increase the highlights just a little bit. I can reduce the blacks maybe. No, that don't work. Control Z to correct that. Let me just zoom in a little bit. I think it's not as bad as it looks. I think there is something. Where was that? In the calibration settings. Let me see what I did here with the saturation. Okay, there it is. So I'll just reduce. Okay, let me see. I was at 80. No, okay, that was the previous primary blue that I had in the calibration settings. So let me just reduce that a little bit, like I think 33 is half of the previous one. And that looks good. Let me zoom back out, and then I think I'll just increase a little bit of the brightness, just the general brightness of the image. I will increase the brightness in Photoshop, but I think that that is fine, because I don't want to kind of like make it too bright. I think that is fine. Okay, my shadows here are a little bit high on the histogram, but let me see. That's too much. I think I can do 60 right now. Okay, let's see. Okay, no clipping. there's noise in the image. I'm not quite sure on how much my ISO was, but let me see details. If I can reduce that, let's see. Okay. Yeah, that kind of like smoothens his skin slightly too much though, because I still need to do just a little bit of frequency separation when I go in Photoshop. So I think I'll leave some of, I'll not make it so, I'll just leave it slightly. I think that's fair, just in case I don't do anything in Photoshop, but that's fair. That's good. Okay, now we're going to go to Photoshop, right click, open in Photoshop, open anyways. Let's go and let's see what goes on here. Okay, here we are in Photoshop. Okay, let me do this. I'm using two screens at the moment, so I don't know if the other part appears, but I'll just bring it back here and just resize it. This is the layers panel. Just put it. Okay, now it's not clean. Sit. I'll just leave it there. It's fine. Okay, this is the image that we brought into Photoshop. So what we're going to do, zoom in just a little bit. Cancel that, sorry. Yeah, that's the problem now. I covered this part. I'll just, do I even need the layers panel? Yeah. Okay, let's zoom in just quite a little bit. We are at 200 zoom. Okay, let's just keep it at 100 zoom. Okay, for now I just want to see if there are any imperfections of the skin that I would like to remove. Okay, I'm going to duplicate layer. That's to avoid distracting the image. I'll duplicate layer. I have a couple of frequency separations here from, I think I have one from Many Ortiz, I'm not quite sure, and one from Prince Mason. So I always like this one. I'm not quite sure from who it came from. With this image right here, I'll try to use more the advanced settings of frequency separation. So I'll just keep it at 14.5. I'm not quite sure on the megapixel, but I know, okay, this was an 18 megapixel image, so yeah, that should work. Okay, what I'm going to do right now, okay, apologies for the many open tabs. Okay, I'm going to go in the highlight. I'm in the frequency separation folder right here. So we have the high, color corrections, and then the low. So using the high, I'll press J to bring up my clone stamp spot healing brush. And then she has a little mark here. I don't know, maybe she got hurt when she was young, so I'll just clean that up. Little pimple here. Her skin is relatively clean. A couple of loose hairs here. I'll just reduce the size and see if I can clean those up. That little cloth thing there. There's a little one here. Let's see if I can get that with that. Okay, I don't think. Let's see. Just leave it. Okay. Yeah, she doesn't have a lot of. I won't say her skin is perfect, but she doesn't have a lot of imperfection. Or the image quality is not as good because I've moved it a couple of times, so it's not as good for me to not. Yeah, but so I'll just pick up a few bits of particles here that stand out in the hair. Yeah, from valve space, or sometimes just a little bit of wind and everything is a mess. Okay, anyway, that's fine. And then I'm going to go to the low thing here, and I'm going to press M to bring up my mixer brush. Oh, no, okay, brushes, and okay, I have a mixer brush. Left, right click, and then okay, my mixer brush is on M. Sometimes it misbehaves, but okay. According to the who, I don't know, the mixer brush always has to be it has to be on clean, and then you just lock it, and then we always, the preferred setting is using a wetness of 2 or more, but for me so far I don't even know what wetness stands for or what it means, so I always just use 2, because 2 to 10 they kind of work well for me, so I'll just close that. No, I won't work for it. Sorry. Yeah, that's why we needed that layer open. Okay, I'm just going to try to, with the mixer brush, the idea is to smoothen the transition between the dark areas and the light areas. So generally you want to brush from light to dark just to help out with the transition. Okay, I think the flash here was pretty much low powered, so and it had I had a softbox on it, so it means there's not a lot of hash shadows. All the transitions between light and dark are relatively fair. The only problem here is I can see she has a couple of darkish bags underneath the eyes. If I was there during the makeup, I would have asked the makeup artist to look into smoothing that, but I'll just do her cheekbones. There's a little bit of a slight imperfections in colors here on the jawline, so I'll just try and clean those areas up. Okay, let's see what we've done. Okay, I don't know if you can notice, but that is before. You can see those slight harsh transitions from the light to the dark, and then after cleaning them they kind of fade away and make her skin a little bit more radiant per se. Okay, so the image is not a close-up, so I don't really need to do much. Okay, and then I'll just increase my brush size and just brush her arms a little bit, just to smoothen this line right here. Really, let me see this line right here. See, it's just the highlight, and this is like where the shadows come in. So you just kind of like need to to fade that in. And okay, here definitely I need to do something. I'll try to. This is a very tricky part for me so far on how to Why am I on high? What did I do? I think when I moved my when I accidentally moved my image, I moved everything in. Okay, let me go back. I think we are fine. I'm supposed to be here. Yeah. And just like that, just imagine if I didn't pick that up. I would have probably wasted a couple of minutes trying to clean the image up and just realize later on that like, let's see, it was before, that's after, before, after. Okay, let me zoom out a little bit, control minus, just brush a little bit on her arms just to make her skin pop up a little bit, clean away those harsh lines, a little bit on her chest like so. I actually do not need to do most of this stuff right here. I think the image was fine. Okay, and okay, that is the before, the after, before, after. Okay, and then where's my layers panel? You think I moved my layers panel somewhere. Okay, Windows layers. Where's my layers panel? I do not know where my layers panel is. No, it's not layers panel. Sorry, I'm looking for actions. Getting old. So I'm going to bring up the dodge and burn and my layers panel. Now I need my layers panel, so I see F7. Okay, dodge and burn. I'll just put it on top, and then I'm going to press B for brushes. My flow is set to 1. That way it doesn't cause a lot of harshness. I'm just going to paint out the highlights, all areas that I would like to stand out a little bit. I would like this part of her arm to kind of stand out a little bit. I'll brush a little bit here in the armpit just to kind of clean that up. I'll like this area here to like pop a little bit, just slightly brighter than the rest. Her cheekbones right there, her chin, a little bit there. Now the cheekbones, ridge of her nose, a little bit on her forehead, just slightly. Let me see. That's the before, that's the after. It's subtle, but it's there. And then I will go to the burn, and with this I'll just do mostly the hair. I think I'll increase the flow to 2. We want to do 2. I just want to add a little bit of depth in her hair, so I'm going to brush with the bend tool, kind of like darken the hair a little bit, but not too much, because I think at this moment if I increase, okay, that's the before, that's the after. The idea is just to give a little bit of depth there, and then just on the shirt as well, on the top as well, just to make it a little slightly darker. Okay, let's see, that's the before, that's the after. Zoom out. I think she's good. Let me see if I'm to crop it for IG. ratio 4:5. I'll probably have to cut it right there. Let me see if it's no, wouldn't advise for that, so I'll just leave it as that. Basically, okay, let's see, let me switch off all the layers that I did. That's the band to a band, so you can see the blacks. Okay, you can see how dark her hair is, and this is just to make her face pop up a little bit. It's subtle, but it's there. Frequency separation, just to help with the transitions from the shadows and the highlights. That's basically it, and then we export it for web. Since it's going on my page, on my IG page, quality set to 75, save, in that, kabam. Okay, saved, and let's see how it looks like. That's the final image right there. Okay, that's what we ended up with. Okay, so now the image is ready for upload, and just drop it off on IG, 1 or 2 quotes, and we're done. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.